That was fun reliving old memories. Let's do it again somewhere else. Boom ba doom ba doom. Boom ba boom 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 ba doom ba doom.
Jeez.
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with Ziggy. Ow! Ow! Stop! I'm gonna shoot you! I'm shooting you! I'm kicking the shit out of you.
I've been to Canada several times, and I have yet to actually hear a stereotypical Canadian accent.
The literal only Canadianism that I've heard is sorry. Is just the pronunciation of sorry. And granted, the only Canadian I've heard that from is Glenn Fricker. And, you know, he's so remotely near Detroit, so I don't know. This is how I know Justin Bieber isn't authentic, because he doesn't say sorry. The Newfoundlanders do have a thick accent, but it's not the same as the accents Americans use for Canada. Yeah, no, I know. I mean, accents we do for just about everyone are silly jokes.
Who goes there?
Remember, we're a country of a-holes. USA! USA!
Hey, listen, I can't speak for every other American. But, like, we're I. Exactly. Y'all won't ever forget that. We're assholes, and if you don't believe us, we'll bomb the shit out you.
We's gonna prove it.
We gonna prove the kind of assholes we are when we turn your most precious desert into a fucking glass museum. Good job, Momo. Listen, hey, the only reason the biggest and possibly only reason I support my country is because I live here. I just don't want to die. Hey, guys.
Watch the enemy closely.
America World Police is considered a documentary over here.
Awesome. Well, you know what? I support that.
USA! USA!
America! Fuck yeah! Listen, if Trump were tomorrow to be like, America, fuck yeah, greatest song ever written about our country, that should be our national anthem, I'd be like, you know what? I'm on board. I got you. Because if there's one thing we have,
it's no shame.
It's our fucking military. If there's one thing we have, it's our fucking military. Mostly because we throw so much money at it.
Great. I collected some good data.
That basically our military is Ziggy, cheated to the top, and this guy is any other country.
I will show you what a true battle is like.
See, that's our ally Britain right there. And
That's
there's
Japan.
Yeah, that's Japan. Yeah, and that was Syria, Russia, and China. And here comes America.
Let's go.
All the way down to us yelling out, "Let's go!"
Yeah, let's fucking go! Get some! Then feeling emboldened, here comes Japan. I mean, seriously, that's Japan. They're like, thanks for having my back, America! And here comes Germany, who's like, surprising we are on the same side for once in history, huh?
You are not wrong at all with that, Shane.
Great. I collected some good data.
Yes, our Navy is incredible. Our foot soldiers, they don't want to hear it. Our foot soldiers don't want to hear that they suck, but man, I don't know. Maybe stress cards weren't the right direction to go, but like, fuck it. Anyway. You know what? I am trying to be like as benefit of the doubt as possible when it comes to shit with this country. Like, hey, come here, big guy. Come here, big guy. Come here. I just want to be like, hey, who knows?
Do my best.
Maybe having a giant asshole in power? Maybe that's what we needed? I don't know.
Let's go.
But we'll find
Freaking
out.
George. I love the Mean Girl reference there, Shane.
The thing that really sucks is that the guitar company that I buy from, Balaguer Guitars, located about 20 minutes from where I am in Pennsylvania, USA, one of the finest guitar manufacturers I have ever dealt with. Their semi-custom line, unless you are going straight to Joe Balaguer himself, their semi-custom line is sourced and overall put together in Korea. So tariffs might actually affect the prices of their very affordable custom line. And by very affordable, we're talking about $2,000 for a custom guitar, which sounds like a lot in US dollars, but you will spend twice that much on a Gibson USA model, almost that much on a Fender USA model. Like, the Balaguer semi-custom line are very special to me, because they're still made within the specs that Joe sets. It's just he works with these luthiers in Korea because it's a smaller team. The exchange rate works out well for them as well for Joe, and sourcing the materials, the wood, the hardware, it's more cost efficient for everyone, where the luthiers in Korea can be happy and Joe can be happy and his customers can be happy. So I don't know how tariffs are going to affect that going forward. And I'm hoping that the company, Balaguer Guitars, doesn't have to suffer for it.
Let's go.
Because I have 2 Balaguer guitars already, I have a third on the way that my wife doesn't know about.
Oh boy.
She'll see it when I bring it home. And it's like, man, like that's the shit that's important to me. I'm lucky enough that I got a fuzz pedal, it is a Drunk Beaver disambiguation fuzz pedal. I got it, like, I ordered it and paid for it like 3 days before the tariffs kicked in. I just lucked out on that. As a musician, it's like, okay, I guess I really need to invest in, like, American companies right now, because, like it or not, shit's gonna be like this. Right. And yeah, like, and I agree with you, Shane. I definitely like we're going to deal with yeah, like, we're probably going to end up in a depression here. But here's the thing. Here's where I have to, like, try and be a humanist about it. Like, someone who believes in the human spirit. Like, I want to see if shit's going to be like this for Americans. I want to see Americans come together and innovate together to, like, cancel this shit out on their own and build shit here. Like, I don't care where the goods I get come from as long as they work. As long as they are as advertised. Like, I'm fine with buying Chinese imports. I'm fine with buying Korean items. I'm fine with buying Polish items. Like the pedal I bought, the Drunk Beaver disambiguation. That's a Polish fuzz pedal. I bought it because I believe in it and because it's a good sounding pedal. But also, my main distortion pedal was built in New Jersey, in Morris Plains, New Jersey, by the company Fuzzrocious Pedals. You know, I don't care where it comes from. I just want it to work. Even your food sources relies on foreign. Yeah. Yeah, I think the problem that we face with President Trump is that he wants us to be an island in a global market. That's what's that?
I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. He wants us to be an island in a global market. And here's the thing. My wife is from Russia. She grew up under Vladimir Putin's presidencies, under his rule. And the way she's put it, he's the same way. He wants Russia to be an island in a global market. And that's why, one of the reasons why the ruble has lost most of its value. And I think we're kind of moving in that direction. America can't survive on its own, just like a country like Russia can't survive on its own. I think we do have resources here. Like, America's fucking huge compared to most other countries. We're an enormous landmass. We have resources, but do we have the people that are capable of harnessing them? Do we have enough farmers to harness them? Do we have enough laborers? That's kind of the issue that we face. Like, this isn't a left versus right thing for me. This is more like, hey, we're this collection of people with this collection of skills. Can we do this on our own? I don't know if we can. Like, politics are something I really try to avoid on this channel. And to me, like, this conversation isn't a political one. This is like, we just live here and we don't want to die. Like, do you agree with me, Mist, on that one?
I do.
Like, I think we need to find ways to, yes, like, I want America to be a strong economy again. I want us to be a strong, I want us to be strong manufacturers and all that. Like I don't want us to rely on imports for everything, but at the same time, we also gotta play ball with the global economy. And, like, we gotta learn to be nice to everyone else, too. Shion's dodge is just her ducking. Just, ah! Because, like, in America's highest times, like, we kind of led industry. We innovated so much in our best days. And we're not quite there right now. You know, even if we took, like, dirty paths to get to those industries, like, we renovated how automobiles worked. In terms of music, the way music is my focus. I'm a musician. Fucking Leo Fender revolutionized guitar building and amp building. People want to talk about Marshall and Vox, these great British amps. Marshall started as cloning Fender amps. Like, there was a period of time where America was the top of innovation, and we just, like, we ain't that right now. We ain't those guys right now. And I would love to see that happen again, but the way the world currently is, we can't be unless we play ball.
You're playing ball. Don't you think you should switch your team?
I don't think I can. I think I'm stuck with Ziggy and Momo, because technically I'm supposed to be giving them a tour of the Elsa right now.
Let it go. Let it go.
Can't hold it back anymore. Look, I just got to get to the mech, dude. But once I do have Cosmos and Chaos in the lineup, I want to try throwing them in the center position and see if the Xenogears Disc 2 thing works. Or is this one of those things where it only works on non-human well, wait, Momo isn't human either. It might just be a position thing.
Not human.
Momo knows she's not human.
She does know that. She introduced herself like that.
Yeah. Hey, come here. But while I'm here, it's not like I'm not gonna fight these guys. So yeah, Ziggy is the only one who could show us what a true battle is like right now. Eep! Don't hit me!
Let's go.
I love that we've turned Ziggy into the machine he always wanted to be. Do you understand how, like, easy this is gonna make battles going forward? I mean, of course you understand, Mist. You grew up with the same shit that I did.
Yes. Hence why I did a lot of grinding when I played RPGs.
Well, come on up, kid.
Also, yes, Shay, we have made that reference several times about Realians and Blade Runner.
Yes.
You can count on me.
And this is my girl Mimi.
It's the cat book.
This is more so my wife's cat than mine. She likes daddy time when I am streaming. Otherwise, she just wants me for feeding. But when I'm streaming, when we're doing this, is the only time she wants to be like in my face, on my lap. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Realians created to be sex bots. I mean, shit. I think we're getting close to that in the real world, so I get it. And, hell yeah. Damn it, I don't have the key for that. Oh, wait, I think you said key 4 was in the fucking robot guy. There's a robot around here. Hey! Hey, you assholes!
Who goes there?
Come here. Hi.
Danny LaRusso?
Do not hesitate if you wish to live.
Don't be a pussy, LaRusso. That's what Eagle Fang's all about.
Let's go.
Fucking machine gun Ziggy. Yeah, I've heard about the Pied Piper thing. That never left Japan? Oh, man. Damn. Well, you know what? If Namco follows the remake trend that every other fucking property made, then who knows? Maybe we'll get the Xenosaga remake. Even though, look, I am firmly against remakes at this point. I'm all about remasters, remaster games. I say I want a Xenogears remaster where they just use the perfect works translations. Basically, like, just remaster Xenogears with the perfect works mods and leave it at that. Don't remake that shit because they're gonna fuck it up. Damn, girl. All right.
Let's go.
Oops, I hit the wrong buttons. That should be enough. Yeah.
You can count on me.
Hired a sales trend expert to discuss porting or remastering this game. Oh, dude. Here's the thing. Several years ago, Namco hired a guy who didn't see how many remakes and remasters would be dominating the market right now. Fucking most of the top games I've seen over the past year or so have been remakes or remasters.
Yep.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
And it's one of the reasons why I'm so against them. Stop buying games you already own. This is why you're poor. Well, it's like there are very few remakes to me, Shane, that I think are worth the money. And they're basically Resident Evil remake. That is like the one, maybe the Shadow of the Colossus remake.
With this busted camera.
Well, yeah, the camera's busted as fuck in Shadow of the Colossus. But, like, other than that, it's like, why do the remakes? Just remaster them. The GameCube RE remake was Yes! Oh my god, yes! Shane! Fucking yes! Finally, someone with a fucking brain in here! Original RE2
really?
is better than the
Really?
RE2 remake. Listen, the Resident Evil 2 remake is beautiful. It is a great looking game. But that is all it has, is that it's good looking. It got rid of the zapping system. It got rid of the dual scenarios. It also neutered the character development between Leon and Claire. Yes! Yes! They don't fit together. And like I said, they are so good looking. Resident Evil 2 remake, out of all the modern Resident Evil games, Resident Evil 2 remake is the best looking and probably best playing out of them. Yeah, exactly. They don't interact. They have like two fucking conversations, and then they meet up in the train, and Sherry's like, "Are you boyfriend and girlfriend?" They don't listen. I mean, okay, here's the thing. In the original, they only talk a handful of times as well, but in the original, the game is only like 3 hours long. Like, them having a couple of conversations in the original, and yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying about the Sherry and Ada sections in the original versus the remake. They were improved on a little bit. I think the remake relied a little too much on everyone liking Ada having a grappling hook and high-tech shit. The Sherry section I thought was really good, because it was distinctly different from the rest of the game. Like, Sherry has her own gameplay mechanic. And Ada, yeah, she's doing like the super spy thing, but she didn't need high-tech stuff. In my opinion. Like, I don't care either way. Like, it was fine, it was fun. But my big issue is that the core story in Resident Evil 2, they stretched it out too far and too long for how little they let Leon and Claire interact. Leon and Claire are supposed to be the heart of that story, and they talk 2 to 4 times throughout the entire game, and the game is too fucking long for them to talk that little. They only talk a handful of times in the original too, but the game is so short that it makes sense. Their interactions stay fresh in our heads longer. Like, I've talked to Mist about this, where I want us to get our hands on Resident Evil 2 and 3 original and play the originals and remakes back to back, and like really like dissect what makes each one good and where the remakes
This is a foreshadowing
fail.
to a series we want to do.
Let's see. I actually like Ashley a lot in RE4 as far as escort missions go. She is one of the smarter ones. You can hide her somewhere. Yes, a lot of people don't like her because of her voice actress, which who doesn't, I get it. You're hearing Sandy Cheeks yelling at you in the original. We played a little bit of RE4 remake, and Ashley is a little bit easier to like up front, but we haven't gotten far enough to really determine like if remake Ashley is great or not. The remake of Resident Evil 3 it's okay. I've played through the entire thing. There is actually a series on our YouTube channel before we did the DTH Games Resurrection for Twitch that I did playing Resident Evil 3 Remake, and it's a fun action game, but it is kind of lacking the charm that the original had. Nemesis is super scripted in the remake, and he's scripted in the original. All of his appearances in the original are scripted too. But it felt more natural to the progression of that game, where it's very set-piecey in the remake, and I think that's the problem. Oh, dude, 7 and 8, 7 and 8 are so far the only first-person games I've enjoyed playing. I like Resident Evil 8 a lot, but you have to separate it from the Resident Evil franchise. Yes, you can turn 8 third person. I played it before that was a thing. I played it before Shadows of Rose DLC was released. And it's a fun first-person shooter action game. And yes, Chris Redfield is in it. Chris Redfield is one of the few characters that has remained, like, untainted as far as the remake and modern Resident Evil formula goes. But Resident Evil 8 is it's Resident Evil in name alone. Yes. Yeah. Chris, Jill, Leon, and Claire are kind of the core four. My friend Bob and I conceptualized a whole thing where the four of them can be involved in a theoretical Resident Evil 9. Yeah, I didn't watch Death Island. I saw okay. Well, that's not gonna work. That's gonna work. Oh, I hit the wrong fucking button. Okay. We're in trouble. Yeah. I think I don't like any of the Resident Evil CG movies, to be perfectly honest. I know they're mostly canon to the games, but like I think they're really lame overall. Degeneration is fun. It is fun in a very like cheesy way. Oh, this guy's so dead. Yeah.
Don't take it too hard. You didn't stand a chance.
Oh, he didn't drop the key. Oh, I got it. And I think door 4 was the one in this place. Well, let's see if I'm wasting time. You know what? I'm the kind of guy who thinks Rebecca gets the short end of the stick in Resident Evil, because she was an important character for 2 games and then just like got sidelined for the rest of the series.
When to give up?
So it's like, okay, fine, give her her moment.
Also, Scott, I agree with you because playing Skyrim in first person is very disorienting.
Yes, it is. Oh yeah, you probably don't know I've actually played Skyrim. I own Skyrim. Funny how you've never seen me mention it.
Hey, like I said on Gamer Grudge, I've played it. Didn't finish it, but I played it.
I don't think Skyrim is a bad game at all. I think Skyrim is not my kind of game because I don't particularly give a shit about open world games. Games that don't really have a defined narrative and story.
Great. I collected some
Yeah,
good data.
I'd like to see Hunnigan do something. Because there's also a number of years between Resident Evil 4 and 6. Like, Hunnigan is a person who exists and has been around.
Do you really think this
She
is
doesn't need to be like a gun-toting badass like everyone else, but play to her strengths. She's smart. She is smart. She is knowledgeable. She has the inside scoop on everything. Well, here's the thing. Okay. I gotta throw this shit out there. So the theoretical Resident Evil 9 that my friend Bob and I came up with, I directly involved Moira in my headcanon. Because Moira is an underutilized character. I think Moira Burton is a fucking great character. Okay, so Resident Evil 9, headcanon Resident Evil 9, needs to involve the core four: Chris, Jill, Claire, Leon. Now, granted, in the story we came up with, Claire's a little less utilized than the other three, but she's still there and she's still important. So, god damn it, I'm actually gonna pause the game for this. So, okay. I want to bring it all together. I don't want to ignore other installments of the game just because fans had issues with it. Steve could have been a good character. But Steve wasn't used right, and then he was killed off, unfortunately. So, part of the core story of the theoretical Resident Evil apocalypse, whatever you want to call it, is going to be Chris and Jill. You want to take the two that started the series to be the two that ends the story. Piers for me was hit or miss. For me, I can understand why people liked him, but for me personally, he was just like generic jarhead, like wet behind the ears Marine. So, theoretical Resident Evil 9. After the events of Resident Evil 8, Chris still has not come to terms with him basically leading multiple teams into slaughters. And then after Ethan sacrifices himself at the end of Resident Evil 8, hope that's not a spoiler for anyone, Chris can't fucking take it. So Resident Evil 9 is going to take place after Resident Evil 8's DLC, The Shadows of Rose. Rose is 19 or 20 now, and Chris has her under lock and key. Okay, well Well, Shane, Ethan dies at the end of Resident Evil 8. And it's one of the few times in Resident Evil that I felt something for a character sacrificing themselves. Because even though Ethan only got 2 games, he straight up, like, his reason for sacrificing himself is purely for his family. I love that shit. I love family stories. He dies to keep his daughter alive. So Resident Evil 9 takes place after Resident Evil 8. Chris has Rose under lock and key. She has mold powers. She is a dangerous weapon, but she also just wants to be a fucking human being. That's what Shadows of Rose is about. This is continuing that arc. So, Chris has her under lock and key. She's basically a slave to Chris Redfield. Well, that would put Chris and Jill at odds, because remember Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5. Jill was a slave to Wesker. One character I never want to come back. Jessica was awful. She was, Jessica, no one cares about Jessica. Sheva was cool, but I also think it's very in character for her to stay in Africa, because her whole deal was like she wanted to keep like her community safe. Sheva cares about Chris. She would come to Chris if he called her, but he also knows that like she has other priorities outside of him. Sheva was very tunnel visioned on what was important to her. And for her, it was keeping home safe. It was saving her family, saving home. I can understand why Sheva hasn't joined the global fight. Jessica, yeah, she's whatever. So anyway, so Chris has Rose under lock and key, and basically treating her like the help, like she's there to do his bidding. That is gonna piss Jill off. Let's put Chris and Jill at odds, because Jill was fucking mind controlled by Wesker for years. And Resident Evil 5 was when she broke free and had to deal with a lot of that. No, I don't think either. I mean, okay, I can see that with the Revelations 2 thing. Okay. I mean, I think Pierce can go either way. I don't think Chris is... if anything, I feel like if there was one character in Resident Evil that would be like the total like, bro, I'm not gay, it would be Chris. He is such like this hard as nails jarhead motherfucker. Like, bro, like live your life, but like, bro, I'm not into that shit. Like, do you? But like me, like I fucking love puss. And Leon's over in the corner like, dude, chill, we get it. Like, no one gives a fuck. It's fucking 2025. Way fewer people care than you think. No, seriously, bro. Not. Like, seriously, my morning preference is pussy, bro. I know. Leon's fucking emo haircut, his like 90s heartthrob thing. Like, listen, I had that in going into the 2000s. I had like the emo hair, the fringe thing going on. I did the undercut in 2014. I'm probably going to bring it back. I actually think it looks all good on me. But like, Leon, you can do a different hairstyle. But okay, back to the headcanon thing. So, Rose is under lock and key. That makes Jill pissed off at Chris because she spent years as a slave to Wesker. That puts them in their starting positions. Leon. Leon's been moving away from the action subtly since Resident Evil 4 and 6. He has been getting away. He went from a cop to a soldier to a spy to like the president's personal guard. Like, he's been moving away. I actually think he would start in a position where he's not in the fight anymore, where he's actually in a political position. And you know what? Let's give the fans what they asked for. Leon fucking, he fucking wifed Ada up. She's out of the game too. They are in a more political position. Claire, she's more doing like humanitarian shit. Like, yeah, give him Trump's hair. Fuck it. Claire can be like in a humanitarian position. That's kind of how she's always been. She's always looking out for the little guy. Well, little do we, the fans, know, Chris is so psychopath about Rose because Chris has fucking lung cancer because he's been smoking since 1998. And he sees Rose as his last chance to do it right. His last chance to not fail someone else. Now, we need an antagonist to bring everyone together. Guess who's still rooting around in Natalia's head? Fucking Alex Wesker is still there. Everyone wants Wesker back. Give him Alex. So she can fully take over Natalia, which is bittersweet in and of itself, and have her start knocking off members of the family. Because that was something... Oh, Claire's just super unlucky. She goes to her brother's place, walks into a zombie outbreak, gets arrested and locked in an island prison during a zombie outbreak, goes to an airport during a zombie outbreak, goes to a staff party, gets kidnapped and sent to an island full of monsters. Yeah, Claire can't get a fucking break. Claire...
yes, give him Trump's hair.
Yeah. Claire just keeps getting screwed over. Like, the theoretical headcanon between me and my friend Bob, like, it'll never happen in a million years. But I feel like it gives the fans what they want too. And it also gives Chris a send-off where he's not going to go out in a blaze of glory. Chris, it does die in our story. But instead of dying in a blaze of glory or sacrificing himself, he gets the peace that he never got throughout his life. Where he gets to go out of kind of an illness and kind of he rides off into the sunset knowing he finally, like, kept his people from dying. And, like, that's an important thing for Chris. Like, you play through the Resident Evil games, Chris Redfield is haunted by how much his teammates die. So, like, don't give him an action-packed ending. Let him go out knowing he did the right thing.
Let's go.
Fuck it, let Leon be president. Let Claire not get involved with zombies. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what Chris's team is going forward in the Resident Evil series. God, Miss, I want so much to just play every Resident Evil game on this channel.
That's what we're gonna do for our theoretical series.
Yes. I mean, listen, there's already a DTH Games, youtube.com/@DTHGames1987. I've already played through Resident Evil Director's Cut. And I think it's way too recent to do it again. but it is something we did, that I did, before this whole revitalization. But I want to get my hands on Resident Evil 2 and 3. My friend Bob has them. I just need to find time to meet up with him so I can get them from him. I want to play those as well as their remakes and really like sit down like, this is why these are good and, you know, why the remakes are not. This is why the remakes are good. This is why it is not. Well, that's the thing. That's why in like my whole headcanon thing, like I want to pull Ada out of being the super secret spy thing. Like, if we want Ada to keep showing up, we gotta do something with her that isn't just, ooh, she's the mysterious spy type. Like, you gotta do something.
You forgot a key word. Mysterious hot spy type.
Mysterious what? Oh, mysterious hot spy, yes.
Because, I mean, that, you know, kind of like Shion is girl, Ada is hot. Like,
yeah,
you know.
Ada's entire personality is she's hot. She's hot and she likes Leon for reasons. If you're playing Resident Evil 2 Remake, then Ada has no reason to like Leon. She's playing him the whole time and admits to it. So her turning, like, having the heel turn and, like, kind of being into him at the end comes out of nowhere. Resident Evil 2 Original, she actually seems to like him. And I think that's important. If you're going to have that kind of character, make her like the other character for reasons. They don't even have to be good reasons. Really? Alright. But it's like, God. Resident Evil 2 Remake Ada, I like their take on Ada. I don't like how she interacts with Leon. I like her pretending to be an FBI agent. That's fine. But, yeah, Momo, you need it. Yeah, point. That is a point, Shane, but I'm going to take it as 90s cheese. 90s cheese in Resident Evil 2. Because in Resident Evil 4, at least, she does go against her mission to protect him multiple times. Like, it's clear she gives a shit about him. Yeah, well, she's good at killing things. She's not a good nurse. You know, that's on her. She wasn't hired to heal people. Hi, wife. Mwah. Hey, everyone, my wife is here. I'm not drunk. I just had a little bit of rum. Yeah, you saw the empty bottle. I wanted to get rid of it. I had 2 glasses. Do you want to tell my chat how drunk I am?
I don't think you want her to read chat.
I'm not that drunk.
You know, I can edit that one footage you don't want people to see and send it to her.
Listen, the footage of me crying while playing Nier Automata is on Twitch. I cried. I was super drunk. I was so drunk that I cried while playing a fucking video game. I don't do that. Read your
Let's see.
fucking lines.
This is the bridge. The frontmost part the pilot console, and
The
that's
pilot
Tony's
console.
seat.
This is where we console the pilot. That's
This is where I console the pilot.
And that's Tony's seat. You can see the dick print in the chair.
Miss Shion, what's a dick print? Don't worry about it. The left front is the navigator seat. That's where Hammer sits.
Yo, 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 it's hammer time!
Shut up, Hammer. The right front is the engineer's control seat. The rear is the fire control seat. And the seat attached to the arm protruding from the left rear area is the captain's seat. That's where Captain Matthews sit. Do you care at all, Momo? How about you, Ziggy? Do you care that I'm talking about this?
No. I
I heard that all the good...
I am only here because Momo wanted to see the ship.
I heard that all the controls can be automated for routine voyages.
Stitch found a... Wait. I almost never cry. I can watch Old Yeller, and my eyes will never be dry as... will be dry as a bone. It's why I don't watch Lilo and Stitch, because other...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. That would probably do it for me. You know what gets me? Is... First, the beginning of The Last of Us. And then the end of
You do mean the very first scene.
The game.
Right, the very
yes.
first part.
Yes. When Sarah dies in The Last of Us, that hits me. And then...
Yes.
And
I did know what you were talking about. I was just making the joke of, right? That sad part. The part at the beginning.
The beginning
that rips your heart out.
Yeah, the beginning of The Last of Us. And then, like, I think the one part that made me tear up the most is when Ellie runs away from Tommy's town, and then Joel catches up with her, and the whole speech where she basically says, you know, don't tell me I'd be better off with someone else, because the truth is I'd be more scared. And that
cry,
whole...
but that got me. That did get me.
Oh my god, I fucking teared up like a fucking baby. And then also at the end when Joel just lies to her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're right, you ain't my daughter and I sure shit ain't your dad. Like, that, I felt so much pain. However, in the show, I do like that part in the show. It's not as good as the game, though. Because...
And I will say, in part 2, that scene, while I did not cry, I was in utter shock. That is probably the most shocking scene I've ever seen in a game.
Yeah, okay. Well, Shane hasn't seen the show. The show, listen, I give the show like a 7 out of 10. Like, it's a good show. It's a good adaptation. Yeah, well, they leaked what was going to happen to Joel.
That also, I think at this point, even if we say spoiler, people know.
Yeah. The show, is, I give it like a 7 out of 10. I think Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey do a really good job.
Okay, I was gonna read all that, but whatever.
We don't need to read any of this shit. I'm actually gonna start heading back upstairs because I'm talking too much about shit. Oh, Scott, you've only seen the show? Oh.
Yeah, he said that several times. He said he's never played the game.
Well, shit.
Well, guess what we're gonna do at some point?
At some point, we'll do it next week. The Last of Us is it's not a long game. It's not that long.
It's not, but we are. We're doing that next week.
Yeah, we'll take a break from Xenosaga to play The Last of Us. It'll only take us 2, maybe 3 streams to get through. Or We could do it on our next 12-hour stream. But either way.
Do that.
Okay,
we should do that and also get drunk.
Of course.
Because everybody knows that aiming is better when you're drunk.
I'll just use aim assist and be like, yeah, I'm epic as fuck.
Oh, don't you cheat.
Oh, is that? I've heard
I'm
of summary of the
tired.
second game, and honestly, I think that story could still work. Yeah. That's.
And her name, the other one is named Abby.
Yeah. Here's the thing. In the second game, I personally I like Abby more.
Yes. I do too.
I think Abby is actually the better character in that game.
Well, you know what I think it is?
Yes.
We already know. We've already been with Ellie. Abby is kind of that new card. Whoa.
Oh, hey, we're done this episode.
Yay!
And it's nothing against Ellie. Ellie is still well written in part 2. And I agree with what you're saying, Shane. It is harder to make you empathize with her when one of her first acts is something that's going to make the fans hate her. But I don't know, playing through the game, like, in Abby's chapters, she brought me back around. She has way better characterization.
Yes, and you ultimately understand.
Yes.
That doesn't excuse what she does, but you understand.
Well, you don't need to say that. It doesn't excuse. Of course, she fucking murdered a person. Murder isn't okay.
No, there's a reason why I say that, because a lot of people fault Abby, but don't fault Joel, who does the exact same thing.
Yeah, Joel isn't a very good guy. Like, here's the thing. I think Joel is a loving person. He loves Ellie. He loves his brother. But he is not a good person.
No. And the only reason why I bring that up is because I got into an argument with a friend because they swore up and down that Joel was the hero. And I'm like, no, he's not.
No.
Not even close.
Calling yeah, yes, Shane, you're 100% right, and the show touches on that too. The show touches on that very well, that Joel is not a pure of heart guy. Now, what I will tell you about the show, Shane, is that whereas in the game, Joel is much more of a loner type, the show makes him a little bit closer to Last of Us 2 Joel, where he's a little bit softer and nicer, but it makes him a little more realistic because in a fucking zombie apocalypse, the loner badass, I gotta do it all on my own, they don't make it very long. Joel in the show actually knows how to cooperate with people and play friendly at least. But yeah, no, Joel is not the hero. We love him because he's the guy we follow. But The Last of Us is a story that teaches us if we were following any of the other named characters, they would be the hero to us too.
Mm-hmm.
And Joel would be the villain. You know.
Well, except for what's his
David?
face?
Yeah, David. Yeah, you can't make David a hero.
No.
And unfortunately, I think, yeah. Like, David is like the one guy you can't. It really does come out of nowhere. I think they just wanted to have like an irredeemable evil person, because all the side characters in The Last of Us in the first game are supposed to be reflections of Joel. Like Tess is a symbol of the life Joel could have had if he could move past his trauma. He loses her. Bill is a huge reflection of Joel, of what he's going to be if he doesn't open up to other people, if he doesn't learn to let people in. That's what Bill is. David, I think, is a little bit muddier, because I don't think Joel would become a diddler. That's not him, but I think David is more of a reflection for Ellie. As in, like, it's her chance to see the absolute worst of humanity.
Oh, I know why.
I'm not going to say it. Oh, is that because, isn't that your name, Frog?
The blast like that.
Oh, he's just going into Blank Jones' locker. You bastard. You're lucky you're the birthday boy, Frog. Banning that word. What is my punishment if I do say it? What is the penalty? But that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shane, I like. This could be weird to say.